Okay, welcome to this first Unity video. We're going to make a basic car racing game. In this video we're going to look at basic terrain modification tools and how to adjust the camera onto an object. It's also going to be the base for further videos on how to do other things. So, we're going to create a new project. We need to be in 3D because it's going to be a 3D game, and we're going to select our asset packages. So we need cameras, environment, vehicles, and I've added shantytown trees because I wanted some trees in my game. These are free to download and you can access them and add them to your game after this, so don't worry about it if you do not already have them. I'll show you how to do that as well, probably in the next video when we start adding more things to our game. So, car racing game, create project. Nope, my game is invalid. That's better. So now we'll close down Unity. This is so we can reopen it with the asset packages that you have selected to use. It will come up with a little screen saying decompressing. This may take a little bit of time, and I will just pause the video here, otherwise this entire video is just going to be waiting. Here you can see it's one of the mini loading screens. It will go hold on, load up something, and then you'll have it decompress. And it will do this for every package that you selected, so the more packages you selected, the longer it's going to take to load. Okay, so that took about 10 minutes to do on my computer. That's pretty average time. At one point it also decided to come up non-responsive. That was unpacking the vehicle, so I just clicked on the unpacking window and opened up Task Manager, and it seemed to fix itself. So if it's unresponsive for too long, open up Task Manager. You can generally do this with Alt Control Delete, and you find your Unity editor, and if it is unresponsive for more than probably about 5 minutes, then end the task and start it up again. It would have just got confused somewhere along the line. Yeah, so this is the standard layout. The first thing we're going to do is, this is called the hierarchy. This is where all your objects are located, and we're going to delete the main camera because we do not need it. Now notice here I'm zooming in and out by scrolling my middle mouse key. The other way I'll be moving around is I will right click and then drag it different directions and use the directional use A, W, S and D keys to move around. So W moves you forward, S moves you back, A moves you left, D moves you right. These are the same movement keys you see in many games. Unfortunately, the left, right, up and down do not work, so AWS. AWSD is the way to go for this one. Okay. The first thing we need to do is we need to set down the terrain. The terrain is a very special type of object. It's one which we can manipulate. So we right click here, go down to 3D object, terrain. Just turn around. One thing, when you are moving around with the WSD keys, the longer you hold them down, the faster you start moving. And you can hold shift to make it move slightly faster. So you end up spending a wee bit of time maneuvering around, or you can use the quick maneuvers up here. So, what I want to do now is I want to give my terrain a texture. So, over on the right side we have what's called the inspector. This is where all the information on the object that's in your hierarchy that you've selected is. So we can see our position and generally our scale. This is the minimum scale for our terrain. Now what we want to do is we're going to go down to paintbrush, under terrain. We're then going to come down here to edit textures, and we're going to add a texture. Now they'll bring up a little box like this. I'm just going to select a texture and it will come up with this box. Let's see, I want my basic world to be grass. Grass rock, I think. So I'm going to add that. And now my terrain is grass. Okay. Now I want to add another texture. This one will be my road. Is there any road? Nope. Okay, in that case, rocks. Rock. Muddy rock. We'll have a mud track, that works. So, as you can see down here in textures, I have grass, and now I have mud. And I can pick my brushes, which brush I want to use. I can change its size, its opaquency. This is how much you will see. So if it's down low, you'll see a lot of grass coming through. As we can see here, the grass still comes through quite a lot. Now if I was to paint it with fully up. See the difference? Okay, and we have target strength. So if I have a low target strength, it comes out a lot softer. So I'm going to paint my track on, just using a decently small brush and some mud. Now of course later on I can come in here and fix it up, making sure it looks all nice and tidy, but this is just a video and I'm running out of time before this video ends, because I can only make them up to 10 minutes each. So that's step 1, how to put in your terrain and then paint on your track. In the next video we are going to add some hills, and either in that one or the one after, depending how long it takes, we will look at putting in some bridges and ramps. Okay.